Hey guys! Hello! How have you been? Let's not even talk about how I've been yet. I'll get there in my upcoming vlog. But yeah guys, I'm here! I know I haven't posted in like 2 months. There has been a lot of changes in my life and I have just been going through a lot. But I'm back and I'm like really slowly building up my motivation to upload and film again. I'm also giving myself more time to, and I'm just like so excited to be back on YouTube and talking to you guys. And I freaking hit 500 subscribers. Like, I'm halfway to 1,000, and once I get that 1,000 point, I can get monetized. And like, I'm just saying, like, your girl can like actually start making money and maybe I can actually get somewhere in life, you know? But that aside, I just want to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Recently I've had a lot of creepy old men subscribe to me and comment on my videos, which I do not like at all, and if YouTube can do anything to stop that, please do. But there really isn't anything I can do about that, honestly. I can just block some of the comments that really creep me out and move on with my life. But that has also been something that's kind of been dragging me down, something that like demotivates me from uploading. But that really isn't the full reason why. I'm so excited because I'm now going to be starting like new journeys in my life. Like, I'm still continuing my sewing journey. As you guys can see in this video, I'm giving you guys 2 thrift flips. From basically scratch material. You can use materials from other shirts, fabrics that you have bought from the store. You can use old pants, shirts, skirts, socks. You can really use anything. It's just scrap material, and it's basically just patches on pants and different patterns and shapes. Yeah, so as you guys can see from the thumbnail, we have the heart pocket, and then we also have the little cutout flare patch pattern. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do those 2. I was gonna do a 3rd one with ripped jeans, and you have like a graphic tee like hiding behind the ripped jeans, but I need to get more graphic tees. I finally got my bank account set up just recently, so I'm gonna be able to purchase and buy a lot for my sewing. So another thing that I'm working on right now is my tattoos. I am starting my tattoo journey. I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to get a gun soon and ink, and then I'm going to start sketching out my tattoo ideas and create like a little portfolio. So I have that all set and ready for when I start becoming a tattoo artist, which is gonna be soon. And time has been going by so fast. Like, as you can see, haven't uploaded in 2 months. So, but I'm honestly am going to bring you guys like some really new vlogs, like vlogging what I'm doing and then explaining it, my thoughts and my thinking process over a voiceover. Excuse you. But yeah, I just wanted to catch you guys up a little bit. Those are going to be some things in my vlog, my sewing, and then my tattooing, and just honestly all the crazy stuff that's been going on in my life. I'm actually going to vlog it, and I'm going to be opening up with you guys more about like my mental health and where I'm at, basically. So yeah, it's gonna be a whole new chapter. Like, literally, I'm taking a whole new turn for this channel. It's gonna be like something like none other. If you guys enjoy these videos and you kind of like this channel, make sure to subscribe so you can see what's coming, and stay tuned, because I promise you guys I'm not going to leave for months again. I will be back, and hopefully I can upload 2 videos a week. I know I set that goal for myself last time, but I'm not gonna set the goal super high. So it's gonna be hopefully 2 videos, but at least 1 video a week. So yeah, so I'm hoping to have like tutorial videos and then vlogs. Now we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Thank you guys for listening to my long ass intro. Let's get started with the materials for the first project. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is take some scissors and you want to cut on the side of the pants on the outside on the seam, and then you want to take your seam ripper and go all the way up. So for my pants, I just chose any. You can go baggy or skinny jeans or whatever you please, and you can go however far up. I went like up to like my knee. Yeah, make sure it's on the outside and not the inside of your pants. And then I just measuring out the width of how long it's gonna be from like each side, and I'm also like adding a pocket in here, so I did the width of that too, and the width is going to be 25 centimeters, so roughly 27. Some materials is like a little bit longer than the other ones, but it's roughly around 23 to 27. And then yeah, so I just took the pocket material, and then I also took those sides and I drew it out. I'm just using Sharpie. I know like you're not supposed to use that, don't do that. And then I'm folding on the in corners up to 3 centimeters because that's like where I'm gonna start sewing on the other strips. And I'm just marking down the edge on each side right here because that's like where I'm gonna sew at. So like as you can see, I'm gonna like draw a bunch of lines over here because that's basically gonna be the part that's gonna be cut off. And then I also, for one of the pockets, I ran out of room, so I just made a patch to like give myself more material to work with. And then, so yeah, the width from here to there is 7 centimeters. So everything all the way up is going to be 7 centimeters, and then it's going to be getting smaller as you go up high because it's like at that angle. Depending on your pants and how like long you want the width of the material to be, you guys can change the sizes. This is just what I did. And then again, I'm just showing you the different sizes. So it's 25 centimeters width. For the height, it's 6.5 centimeters. So like roughly like 6.5 to 8 centimeters. Oh, and also the way these black cutouts came out, they came out so horrible because the material I was using was stretchy. Just ignore that. And now I'm just marking where it's going to go onto the piece because I already marked on earlier where the pants end at. That's how I know where the other material is going to go. So I laid it all out so that way I know like what pattern I wanted it to be in, and I decided to go for this like stripy one with the pocket at the bottom. And then all you have to do now is you just start pinning. And I didn't pin all of the pieces together. I did a good 4 together, and then I think I did 2 or 3 by itself. And that piece will go on top of that like that, and then this denim piece is going to go all the way at the top. So I have like quite a lot. Now we're going to sew. And yeah, my stitching is not the best, honestly. This was the first like project I'd done out of all of these ones, and it's my first project doing. Since like I've made leg warmers, that was the only other theme. You want to do a straight stitch all the way down, and then after you do the straight stitch, you want to do an overlock stitch to just lock it in place, and you can choose whichever overlock stitch you want to do. For this pocket, you want to go on the top, and you don't want to go from the back. You want to go from the front side, that way you can see where you're going, and just like move the foot around to maneuver your way around the angles of the pocket. And then here I am. After you sew that whole thing together, you want to go ahead and start pinning it onto the pants. So I'm taking overlock stitching from the other pants because I cut on the seam. There's overlock stitching, as you can see right there, and that's what I'm sewing right next to. So I just pinned that overlock stitch from my pants onto my material, and then I'm just stitching a straight stitch all the way down, and then I'm gonna trim along the edge of that overlock stitch and do my own low overlock stitch right there. And then yeah, I'm just going all the way straight down, taking the pins out as I go. As I said, I'm just gonna trim all the excess right there and on this side. It's not the cleanest, but I tried my best. And this is the overlock stitch I'm talking about, so you guys know what I mean. And then here I am making my own overlock stitch. I feel like I just said overlock stitch like 10 times. I'm so sorry. I ran out of room, so I had to pinch the two pieces together at the top in order to not like have a gap, if that makes sense. And then here I am sewing the bottom onto this. It was really hard getting the last piece on the sewing machine. You really have to pull your material all the way back. And this is what the final product looks like. I'm honestly obsessed with it. Like, you guys can really get creative and do whatever pattern style you want. And then you can put something in the pocket as you please. And yes, my stitching's messy, but like, just ignore that. For this next project, you need pants, measuring tape, you need some paper, pens, and of course your sewing machine. So first, I'm taking my pants and I'm going to measure out at each side of my pocket. So I'm doing like every single side, and then I'm gonna write them down, and eventually we're gonna end up with this heart. So yeah, so this is my sizes. I have 10 centimeters, 3 centimeters for the little pocket corners, and then 13 centimeters, which I changed to 16 because I like gave myself a gap. Same thing as I did last time, I'm kind of giving myself gaps. And then I decided to just draw this out in this triangle. So I measured it all out, and then I drew a heart inside of it. And that's basically how I got my measurements. So I'll show you guys all the measurements I drew out. From there to there, it's 13 centimeters, and there is 16 centimeters. So like I said, I just added on 3 to give myself more like room for stitching. My heart turned out kind of small, but I didn't mind that because I wanted it to be small. If you want it to be big, or like the size of the actual pocket, you can increase the size way more. From that end to that end, it's 10 centimeters. And then the little two corner pieces are 3 centimeters each. And that is all the same sizing I got from my pocket size. So yeah, and then you just draw the heart out. And then I'm going to show you guys how I got these measurements to make the smaller hearts inside the big heart. So I made a line down from each corner, like 3 lines, so 1 in the middle and then 2 on each side in the middle. And it is each in the middle, it's half a centimeter, and then from each side it's 1 centimeter down. And you just do this all the way until you get all your hearts, and you basically just like kind of connect the dots. And then from the side, it's the same thing. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did 1 centimeter from the side. and every single one is like the same length. And also from the bottom tip of the heart to the top, it's 1/2 centimeter. And then I just traced the heart out, and I was making the measurements again so that way you guys can see this is how I did it. And then yeah, you have all these dots and you just want to connect those dots to get the heart, and then you do it all over again. And then once you get your heart, you want to trace it onto any scrap material. I'm just using a pair of old shorts, the same shorts material I used for my last pant DIY. And so this is the heart I have now. And so basically once you get your first heart cut out and traced, then you want to cut that layer out. So I'm only cutting the outside part, and I'm leaving that one so that way I can then trace that onto my other colored material. And yeah, this is what it looks like on top, so that way you guys can see the size difference. And I decided to use this pink material, this pink knitted material, which again was really stretchy and hard to work with, but I used it anyways. And also I'm using a pen to draw, which is not efficient, especially with this material, but it's fine. And yeah, just sketch out your heart, trace it, whatever you please, and then you want to cut it. This material is super hard to cut. I should have used my other scissors. I don't know why I'm using these ones. But yeah, when working with stretchy material, I kind of just like stretch it out and hold it in place, and I find it way easier to cut that way. And now we're going to be doing the last little heart. And this is going to be out of black material, so to do this one, I kind of just held it up because I couldn't draw on the black like fabric. I just held up the piece of the heart onto the fabric and tried to cut around it. And here are all my pieces. They're not the best, kind of raggedy, but like the color combination looks good. So yeah, so now we're gonna get to pinning and then sewing. So this is what the first one looks like. I already did all my straight stitches and overlock stitches. The same thing again for this stitching. The thread I'm using though, I'm using this gray thread because it's like really strong, and last time I was using black and it was really cheap and like it wasn't as sturdy, so now I'm using sturdier thread and it just looks cleaner and it's easier to work with. And I realized when you like are trying to stitch out the heart, you can always move the foot around but keep the needle in place in the material. Keep the needle down and then just move the foot like I just did right there. That way you can get the exact spot you need to get on the heart, because like you have to go up and then you have to go straight and you have to go side, and especially with the overlock stitch, like it's really hard to stay in place. And then you want to do the same thing with your patch, and you want to put it onto your pocket. So yeah, and this is really hard to do because you have to keep moving your pants back and all around. And I have no pockets, so like if you want pockets, you can take the pockets out and put the patch on and then sew the pockets back on, but I did not want to do that. Also, I added an eyeball. And yeah, I also did the other heart upside down because I thought it would look cool. And this is what it looks like when it's on. And I'm pretty proud with the outcome. Honestly, I'm going to do this again, but actually have pockets. If you stayed all the way to the end, I just want to thank you very much. You are a very, very special person. I love you. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you next time. Hopefully it's not in 2 months. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching my video. Peace out.